Had a buddy ask me the other day, Matt, what do you think about the Texas game? I know it's early on, but give me your thoughts. I said, respectfully, I decline. Okay, first things first, I do apologize. This video is coming out later than, later than I wanted it to. I was talking to one of my buddies after the game, just kind of recapping the Bama game. And oh yeah, by the way, yeah, if you're kind of confused as to why I'm bald, obviously you haven't been watching the channel, just go watch a previous video. Not explain it, just go watch a previous video and get some context. Anyways, the point is, we got to talk about Alabama, and we got to talk about Jalen Milroe more importantly. Okay, let's not beat around the bush. What was the biggest conversation, and what have we talked about heading into this Alabama game? All during the offseason, the quarterback battle. Am I going to sit up here and overreact to Alabama completely annihilating? Why did I say it like that? I don't know. Am I going to overreact to Alabama destroying MTSU? No, we took care of business. However, I will say this. I was pleased, and it's hard. Sometimes it's hard to do this, with Alabama showing a ton of intensity in this game, because you'll see, for example, I'm going to give you a great example. Today, what happened? Ohio State, they didn't play a good team. So what happened? They played down to a competition. Alabama, we did that last year. But in this game today, no. We went out, and what did we do? We dominated. And I don't care what anybody says, man, it's MTSU. Okay, don't care. We took care of business, all right? Ohio State played Indiana, who sucks, by the way. And I mean that in the most respectful way possible. They suck, and they didn't look as dominant as Alabama today. Georgia, for example, yeah, they won by 30-something points, but in the first half, they didn't look dominant. Alabama, from start to finish, they dominated, and I'm extremely pleased about that. Now, outside of that, and I'll get the whiteboard in just a second because I need to write some things, let's talk about Jalen Milroe. You already know what time it is. It is time for the whiteboard. Ah, crap. Might need to back up here with that. Jalen Milroe in this game went 13 for 18, nearly had 200 passing yards. Here's the big part. Actually, no. Well, this is a big part, but here's the biggest part about all this. 0. You know what I'm about to write. Turnovers. Circle it. This was awesome. What do I grade this performance by Milroe? Couldn't have played. I mean, you could play a little bit better. Could have done. You know what? He played good. I'm going to give him, this bottom corner, an A. I think that's fair. You really couldn't have done too much better, and I get it. He didn't play great competition. I understand it. But also, let's not act like if he would have went, let's say, 7 for 17 with a $125 and 2 turnovers and 2 touchdowns, people would have been holding him to the fire, because we know that would have been true. So therefore, let's keep that same energy. Give him credit when it's due. Jalen Milroe, I'm happy with the way you played. You played a good game. So everybody that was going to be quick to criticize him, not so fast, my friend, why don't you give him some credit in the comment section? I'm going to do that. I very rarely get to say this about this Alabama football team last year, but I was extremely pleased with the way we played today. And the quarterback situation, I couldn't feel too much better about it. If you're an Alabama fan, you've got to be feeling extremely good heading to this Texas game. Milroe's looked the best he's ever looked. Even Buckner came in. What about that? What about that, guys? Let me know in the comment section what you think about that. Ty Simpson wasn't even the backup in this game. He was the third string. Buckner, he got in before Simpson. Simpson was 1 for 1 in the game, 5 yards. Essentially speaking, didn't even really play. Buckner, even when Buckner got in there, I thought he looked good. Yeah, I think he had 2 incompletions, but the other 3 completions he had, pretty solid. Even, let's say, for example, even if Milroe starts out sluggish against Texas, I think he'll play the entire game, but even if he starts out sluggish, we got some viable options to back him up. I'm really, and I told my friend this, I just got off the phone with, I've told him this even before the season started, before this game, I'm not worried about the Texas game. I'm not. I'm feeling pretty good. And let me know, Bama fans, in the comment section, how are you feeling? I think you should feel good, but maybe some of you disagree. I want to write something down because you guys know it is my word of the day, the word of the week, word of the month, and word of the year for this Alabama football team. D-O-M-I-N-A-T-E. Dominate. 1 week at a time. Had a buddy ask me the other day, Matt, what do you think about the Texas game? I know it's early on, but give me your thoughts. I said, respectfully, I decline. No, I'm not talking about the Texas game. You know who we played this week? Well, I didn't write it down, but when we were 0-0, you know who we played? You know what my focus was on? MTSU. 1 week at a time. Now, yeah, moving forward, we talk about the Texas game all day, every single day. It's Texas week. In life, it's good to have long-term goals, but you got to have short-term goals first. We want to dominate. We're not looking at it from a long-term standpoint, right? We're looking at it from a week-to-week standpoint, and even if you want to break this down, a day-to-day standpoint. Dominate the day. You know what we did? We dominated today, and I can't emphasize it enough. I don't want to sound like a broken record player here, guys, but I couldn't be any happier as a Bama fan. We did what we needed to do. We executed. Offense looked good. Special teams looked pretty good. Defense, this is what I was actually looking forward to the most. Not even the quarterback situation. Well, I was looking forward to the quarterback situation, but outside of that, the one thing I was looking forward to see is Alabama defense, because all throughout the offseason, all my sources have told me, hey, Matt, this Alabama defense, they're looking a little dangerous out there during all the practices and whatnot. And also, oh yeah, by the way, now I'm thinking about it, shout out to my sources who told me over 10 to 11 days ago, and I told you guys this in a video, is a developing story. You can go watch the video, it's documented, that Jalen Milroe was going to be the starting quarterback. It's funny how ESPN broke that news 2 days ago as breaking news, when I released that news 11 days ago. Thought that was pretty funny. Shout out to my sources, I know you're watching this video. Last but not least, before we end off this video, let's write this down. Next. I think that's good. Should be able to read that. Texas is next. It's as simple as that. We're moving on. Now, outside of the Bama game, we do got some other games I want to speak on real briefly here. The Georgia game, and I had a bunch of people saying, yo, Matt, can we get a... Oh, wait, my camera's about to die. Hold on. Sorry about that. I thought I charged it, but I guess not. What was I even saying? Oh, yeah, the Georgia game. I had a bunch of people saying, Matt, you got to talk about this Georgia game. UT Martin's giving them some problems in the first half, and I'm going to be honest. I'm just going to kind of overlook it because Georgia turned it on in the second half. They just played down to their competition, and UT Martin isn't a terrible team, at least in their conference. It was just one of those games. I'm really taking it with a grain of salt. Carson Beck, he looked pretty good. Now, the Ohio State game, and I'll talk about this more tomorrow, they look like some chumps out there, and I'll leave it at that. Ryan Day, I've said this, pisses me off. I've been trying to tell not just Ohio Little Bro State this, but the entire world, Ryan Day is a fraud. When are y'all going to realize this? The only thing that has saved Ryan Day over these past couple of years is C.J. Stroud and exceptional wide receiver talent. You see what happens when Ryan Day doesn't have the best of the best freaking quarterback. He looks like a chump. And what other game am I missing I was going to speak on? Oh yeah, South Carolina, North Carolina. The remedy of this game, and the only separation in this game, was North Carolina's front seven and the edge rushers, and South Carolina's offensive line is terrible. Spencer Rattler, he's a good quarterback. But unfortunately for Rattler, South Carolina has a terrible offensive line. That was awful, and that's the reason they lost the game, plain and simple. South Carolina's offensive line could have held up stronger than that one-ply toilet paper in the middle school bathroom that I used to use. South Carolina probably would have won this game. And I'd say, I don't think anybody's going to argue with this, that Spencer Rattler out-dueled Drake May. It is what it is, but gotta give credit to North Carolina. Oh yeah, by the way, I picked North Carolina to win the game, so at least I was right about that. What other game am I missing here? I think that's it. As always, you know I'm going to talk about these games tomorrow on the Sunday recap. So if you are new to the channel and you enjoy college football content, come on back Sundays when we really talk about all these games and I give you a deep analysis. USC did what USC does. Texas A&M, they handle business. And Penn State, they look pretty good as well. The quarterback for Penn State, Drew Howard, been high on him all throughout the offseason. Been trying to tell people that the dude can play. He should have started over Sean Clifford, but different conversation for a different day. There's many more things I could say, but this is an Alabama video. Proud of my team. Let me know in the comment section what you think. And also, if you want to see me talk about a certain team tomorrow, let me know in the comment section as well. Definitely going to read these comments. All right, bye-bye. Actually, before I end out this video, I do want to say, I had so much fun today just interacting with you guys on Twitter, making the videos. Thank you for all the support, and I'm just extremely happy. I don't want this to be corny, but I'm happy to be a part of a community like the one we have. We've built it from the ground up, and it seems like we've been building this community for years, and we have, but at the same time, I kind of just feel like we're getting started. I'm just thankful for each and every single one of you. You make Saturdays so much more fun. They're already fun watching the games, but interacting with you guys, making the videos, it makes it that much better. And you guys enjoying the videos, or at least it seems like you sort of enjoy the videos, just takes it over the top. So do want to say that. All right, now, roll it better.